Hello YouTube. As evening advances, more things get done to the IBM ThinkPad T60. Over the past couple days, I've done a couple of things to it. I've fixed the palm rest, I found a workaround to get the screen closed, I installed a couple of operating systems to test out what would be best suitable for this, extraordinary screen. I've upgraded the RAM from 2 to 3 gigabytes, and today I swapped out the CPU. Let's see if I can get it up in the shot. Don't think we're going to get a focus today. But anyway, it's a Core 2 Duo T5500, 1.66 GHz, 2 megabytes of cache, 667 MHz frontside bus, socket M. That's a mouthful, you know. But anyway, I upgraded it to the fastest CPU that you can fit in this kind of motherboard on a laptop with the 667 MHz frontside bus. I managed to find a Core 2 Duo T7600 for 20 euros including shipping. I just installed it, and this is the first test, and it seems to be working just fine. I updated to BIOS earlier today from, I believe, some BIOS from 2008 or so to 2011. It's the latest BIOS that's available through Lenovo. And as you can see there, the CPU type says, yeah, that's great, just great. Anyway, Intel Core 2 CPU T7600 at 2.33 GHz with 3 GB of installed memory. So let's get to the bootloader here. I've got a dual boot going on. I've got 2 disks in here. I decided to put a hard drive in the Ultra Bay. The original 250 gig from this computer is in there right now. And in the internal bay, it's actually just, here's the internal bay, that's what the Ultra Bay is. I installed another 250 gigabyte hard drive. That's running Ubuntu on it, and the official Windows version is Windows 8 that I put on here. It also contains Linux Mint on a separate partition on that hard drive because I only had one drive when I was testing it, and I decided not to leave the Ultra Bay empty. So I was like, I'll just put a frickin' drive in there. And I found another 250 gig drive, so I decided to swap them out. So now we're just going to boot into Windows 8. It's still a very fresh copy. It's been activated, got Office 2013 on it. Windows 8.1, 32-bit, professional of course, or pro. The disk is churning away right down there. Don't know if you can actually see that. But the indicator light on the Ultra Bay actually works, as you can see. I'm experiencing some difficulties with fast boot, so I think I'm going to disable it and see how that goes. But Windows also says that there's a problem with the hard drive. Yeah. I just have to force it to go to sleep mode in order for me to actually get to Windows. That's the issue I'm facing. I don't know if many other people have actually seen this before. But yeah, I have to go to sleep mode before it will actually come up and let me log in. There we go. Finally. So a couple of other things that I found out that are actually wrong with this thing are the speakers. They do not work. I don't really know why, but I just can't get any sound out of them. I haven't tested the headphone jack, but if I have to get sound out of it, I'll probably just use my yeah, you can't really see that, but those are my Plantronics Gamescom headphones. Oh well, gaming headset really. And they work just fine. But yeah, let me get to the playback devices. It says right there that it has speakers. It only says that it has, the headphone jack as an output. It doesn't seem to have an internal output. Which bugs the crap out of me because I like to have internal speakers, but I guess I'm just not going to see that on this thing. As you can see, I'm clicking here and it, says that it's making sounds, but it's not. Here it says that my disk has a problem. I guess it doesn't really like a drive in the Ultra Bay. But I'm not really inclined to think that Windows is right here. It's actually crashing my Explorer. Well, thanks a lot. This pop-up is actually crashing my Explorer. Oh, that's just great. Talk about intrusive, seriously. But yeah, I still need to download stuff like CPU-Z, so I'll just do that right now. And I will be right back once I have everything installed that I want to. So I'll be right back. Through the magic of video editing, it only took, I don't know, a couple of seconds. So the temperatures we're getting are, well, a bit high really. But that's all due to this enormous screen. It has to do scaling all the frickin' time. So the temperatures are always somewhere between 50 and 70 degrees centigrade. That's acceptable to me. I mean, these chips can handle up to 105, so there's no real reason to actually be inclined to say that it's going to explode. So here is our Intel Mobile Core 2 Duo T7600 CPU, running at a gigahertz at the moment, because it's throttling down, which is good, and it clocks itself all the way up to 2.33 gigahertz. 4 megs of level 2 cache. The previous CPU had 2 megabytes of cache and only ran at 1.66. Got 3 gigabytes of DDR2 running in dual channel 667 at CL5, and a 64 meg Radeon X1300 to handle the massive screen. So temperatures now dropped quite significantly. With the previous CPU, it never really seemed that it could reach an idle state. Now it's down to 44 degrees. I haven't actually ever seen it this low, so this is really nice to see. When it peaks it goes up to 70, and when it doesn't do anything it goes all the way down to 43. Like I said, the other CPU never really got to that state, so this is very definitely an improvement. Okay, that's pretty cool then. I guess the upgrades to the ThinkPad T60 were very successful. I wish this thing had a Think Light though, but it doesn't, so yeah. Let's see if the Think Vantage button actually does anything these days. Nope. Oh yeah, right, the hard drive. Oh dear God. So the drive in the Ultra Bay is indeed fucked up. Health condition bad. 286 reallocated sectors. I got those really quickly because I didn't really put it in Ultra Bay all that long. And it scores an F on current pending sector count. F is hexadecimal, I believe, 16. I believe it goes up to F. Yeah, that's 16. So it has 16 pending sectors and 286 reallocated. Okay, that drive's gotta come out. That's very unfortunate, because that is the disk where Windows is installed. So I have to redo the operating system once again. Yay me. And the other disk scores a warning. Has 8 pending sectors but no reallocated sectors. So that one is just fine. Has only 861 hours, so it shouldn't be bad anyway. So I guess that's going to be the drive that I'm going to be running for now. I'm going to have to install Windows on it. Once again. Take the other one out, replace that with something. Probably another hard drive. I have to dig around to see if I've got another SATA drive. Probably. Somewhere. And if not, then I'll have to leave it empty. Might even try to Hackintosh this thing at some point, so. But yeah, the CPU upgrade and RAM upgrade were very successful. The overall cosmetic state of the laptop has improved quite a bit as well, while still remaining this awesome screen. Can't really enjoy it through a camera of a cheap smartphone, but you know. Oh yeah, and by the way, gestures work on the touchpad. That's kind of cool. If I swipe in from right to left, I can open up the charms bar. If I swipe to the left, hold it, and then swipe back to the left, or back to the right again, I mean, charms bar goes away. So that's pretty cool. So let's go to the infamous start screen. For instance, go to the weather app. We can once again bring up the charms, close the charms, swipe from the top down, so I can actually get to do all of these, you know, options for the app. That's pretty cool. So it's very limited in which gestures actually work, but you know, it's pretty cool that a laptop from 2006 has a touchpad that actually supports Windows 8 gestures. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video regardless, because I've been talking for way too long once again. I thank you all for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Those options exist, so, you know, you can show some support to me by doing that. But I care more about people actually watching this, so, you know, feel free. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. I thank you all for watching, and have a nice day.